press in the United States. Help NPR and this station keep exercising this critical right by making your gift today. And thank you.
Give now by visiting kawc.org/donate. And thanks.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are joined first by Amanda Mellon from Dandy Home and Ranch. Have you been there before?
No. Have you?
No? Yeah, I've been there a few times. I think
awesome.
It's very popular on social media.
The
place looks absolutely beautiful. So we're going to talk to Amanda to find out what all went into that.
Awesome. And we are going to talk to Solo Rodriguez. Apparently, he invented some sort of barber tool called ZeroCut.
Yeah, so he reached out to me again, another one on Instagram, and said, hey, I got this, and I wanted to let the world know about it.
Sweet.
So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio, beginning right now on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. And you can stream right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and KAWC YouTube page, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Chili from Philly. Unique Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny.
And I'm a very happy Ronnie because it's Friday.
A very happy Ronnie.
And we're off for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After this, we do.
Yeah, we're going to take a break.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing the Christmas AWC break. No one's going to be here. So we're like, let's not be here either.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's good to take a break. We've been doing this pretty much straight since
June 30th.
You know, and it was like an everyday commitment type thing. It was pretty.
So now it's nice to have a little break. Though.
Yeah. We deserve it. We deserve it. Yeah, we do. And thankfully, though, we're not on break because now we have Amanda Mellon with us, the owner, operator, brainchild that invented this whole great place that now has become the Christmas Wonderland. I just learned for Yuma.
I was
I'm talking about
Go ahead.
Dandy Home and Ranch. No, it's fine. It's Dandy Home and Ranch. And I got to give shout out to Kim Hannon for helping to put this together. This is part of her series, which was her brainchild, the women entrepreneurs in Yuma.
And Kim could not stop talking about Dandy and Amanda. Like
she's been a big part of our business from the beginning. Like
nice.
She's watched us evolve over the last 9 years. So yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah. So you're a third generation Yuman. Yep. I read in your bio.
Yep.
So what schools?
Okay, O.C. Johnson.
O.C. Johnson, wow. What's up?
I grew up living behind O.C. Johnson. There's a whole lot of stories about that. And then you could look into our backyard from the 6th grade wing. So
wow,
and you could smell my mom baking bread, and so the teachers would be like, "Hey, can you hop that fence right there and just run over and grab us something?" And I mean, back then I would do that.
Yeah,
stuff.
you would do it.
Now you get you get arrested.
There's like electric fences everywhere. You're like, oh, I can't do that.
I know, it's so funny. Yeah. So O.C. Johnson, Woodard Junior High, Yuma High, AWC, and a Yuma.
Oh wow, very cool.
Yeah.
So growing up here, but Yuma, did you enjoy it? You like being from Yuma?
Always. Always loved it. I've always loved being here. I mean, I didn't know any different, but you could never.
Wait, were you one of the I got to get out of here? Like some people, some people are like that. And you weren't. Huh?
I had 2 of my kids were like that, and they quickly could not wait to come back to me.
I was like that, but I left for 10 years.
10 years,
and then my life went to the toilet, and I came back.
Yeah, that's what happens when you move, Ronnie.
I still don't want to be here forever. I'm still not a human.
You want your life to go to the toilet again?
No, I learned from that.
Jeez, you're never moving.
I don't drink anymore, so
well, that's true.
That's good.
It won't. But yeah, no, I like seeing different places. But I know my mom's been here forever. Like she loves Yuma. She'll never leave.
Yeah. Yep. I lived in Phoenix for a year, and I needed to be there, and it was great. But I could not wait to come back here. And
what'd you do while you're in Phoenix?
Okay. So
Okay.
Uh-oh. This is interesting.
No. Did you go drink and party like Ronnie did?
No, it's funny to talk about, but okay. I was Miss Yuma County when I was 1992.
Oh, nice.
1992, yeah. 1992. Okay. And I was not a pageant girl. It's not like I dreamed about being in pageants. It's literally, I needed scholarship money to go to college.
Yeah, you need some money.
And I could sing. Okay, so I could sing. I had that going for me. And people kept saying, you should really go do this. And I was like, ugh, I just not my thing. I don't know anything about it. So I did it, not planning on doing anything other than getting some scholarship money. I ended up winning. And we just had this whole conversation about imposter syndrome. Like I spent that entire time feeling that feeling.
Yeah.
And so I won Miss Yuma County, but it ended up being so good for me because for that year, I did over 170 appearances or something over a year. And I was serving in tons of nonprofits. I was learning how to speak to people. I was only 18. I was learning how to come into myself.
Exactly.
And it was forced.
But that's part of what they do, right?
Yes.
Because
and
you have to have so many commitments.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have your platform.
It
you
was
have to have
100% full
the community
on.
outreach.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Like, we will take your crown.
Yes. It was so good for me. And I had an incredible system behind me helping me do this thing.
Yes.
Well, then I get to Miss Arizona and I didn't count on that either. And I won Miss Arizona. And again, I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, like, why am I getting
I was going to
this?
get married. I was already planning. Todd and I were high school sweethearts. So we had already been dating 4 years. I wanted to get married and I end up winning this thing. And I'm like, what does this mean? So this means I have to move to Phoenix in 48 hours. And I have to, now I'm in contract and it was incredible. But I was, again, sort of pushed into this thing that I wasn't counting on. So I lived in Phoenix for a year over by Metro Center.
Okay. Yeah.
And I spent that whole year speaking to groups that I felt like I was not qualified to speak to and learning again how to just swim in the deep end all the time. But it's really one thing that helped me become who I am. And I don't talk about it a lot because it sounds like it was something that I was like just a pageant girl. There's something wrong with that, but that's just not who I was. But anyhow, so that's why I was in Phoenix.
So Phoenix.
Came back, got married, came back to Yuma.
So you waited till you came back to get married?
So you can't be married while you're
You can't be married?
holder.
Oh.
No. So we had
can't
to
be
wait
married before. Like, you can't even run if you're married. You gotta be single and
you have to be single.
ready to mingle.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know if the mingle part is in there running.
I don't think so.
We want you to be accessible.
I don't know what the rules are now anymore, to be honest.
crazy.
But
I
that's
think
how
they
it
got
was.
rid of it. I don't think it's
That
No,
should
they
not
still
be
have
a
it. They still have
rule.
it.
Are
Like
you
Miss
sure?
America's still a thing. Yeah.
Whoa.
the Miss Yuma County thing, though?
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's title holders and there's all kinds.
Yeah, there was, but I think that there was like an announcement recently that they ended it.
Oh, okay. See,
Anyway,
I'm a little out of the loop.
Yeah,
Me
like
too.
anyway.
Yeah, but it was good for me. All of it was good, and I'm thankful for the experience. But that also opened my eyes to a lot of things. And I am a hometown girl. I mean, I just am. I am a Yuma girl. Get me back here. Get me out in the fields, and
So your contract was up, and then you said, "Todd, I can finally get married."
2 weeks later, we got
2
married.
weeks later, wow.
I planned a wedding like the whole half of my term.
Where'd you guys get married?
We got married here at First Christian Church, and then our reception was at the Shiloh Inn.
Yeah, Shiloh used to
I
be
just
the big
went to
deal.
a reception there like a month ago.
Shiloh was the
That's so
deal.
good. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So First Christian Church, you said you also grew up in church. You were
Yep.
we're talking off
Yep.
air that you grew up in church. So
Yep,
you're
I grew up in
kind of
church.
used to maybe serving a little bit
Yeah.
and kind of because like
Yeah.
that's big in church, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I felt like it kind of was cool to see how it's just really fluid. You can serve people, you can love people in lots of different platforms.
Mhm.
So I did it in church. I ended up in worship ministry. I ended up leading worship ministry for 10 years, led stuff in youth, women's, all kinds of different things. And then when Dandy was ready to take off, like this dream has been in my heart since I was 14.
Okay.
And it was there,
Yeah.
but my mom always said the right thing at the wrong time is still the wrong thing.
Wow.
And so it was the wrong thing
Wise.
for a lot of time.
Mhm.
We raised our kids. I was involved in all these other things, but my daughter was getting ready to go off to college. Our son was starting high school, and our middle son, our third son was getting ready to start junior high. And it was kind of the right time. So
Yeah, because you don't have any babies anymore. Yeah.
Right. Everybody's like
Yeah.
stepping into this new season of
Yeah.
maturity. And so I had been really praying about it. Like, oh, I just have this dream. I could see this story. I could feel it. I want it to feel like home. I want to celebrate home. I want to help people. I want to create. I could hear it. I could hear the music.
Wow.
And Dandy has a pretty distinct playlist. Like, you'll know if you come. It's very like 40s jazz, like that home, like just good, timeless. I could smell it. I wanted it to smell a certain way. I wanted it to
You're
feel.
describing the visualization visualization meditations I do every morning.
Wow.
For like what I want my life to become. But it's like
Yes.
smell. What do you smell?
Yep.
Like, what are you feeling?
Yeah.
You know, is there a breeze? Like,
Yeah.
so that's really neat. You're doing that like way a long time ago.
And I didn't even know I was doing it, but that's exactly what I was
That's so
doing.
cool.
And the way I say it is I felt like I was getting pregnant with this dandy dream and I was getting bigger and bigger and no one knows about it, only me. And I'm like,
oh,
I gotta
wow.
deliver
You
this
got an
baby.
invisible belly. And so you're like, pop.
Yep. And there's the dandy baby.
That's a great way to describe
That's exactly
it.
how I felt because, for a long time when you're pregnant, no one knows you're pregnant and you're not
Yes.
telling people yet, but it's there.
Yeah.
Things are growing.
That's right.
And so my husband was so great because he's a business guy. I'm not at all, but I'm a people person.
Yeah.
And he knew this was in me and I had so many hesitations and he would always say, stop hesitating. Let's just pull the trigger. Stop making it complicated.
Yeah.
You're going to buy stuff and sell stuff.
Stop overthinking.
Like, yeah. And if
you're
it
going to
doesn't-
buy stuff and
it's
sell
like, can
stuff.
we just simplify it? Like, and I'm like, well, what if it doesn't work? So what if it doesn't? We're going to give it a year. We're going to try
Then
it.
it doesn't work and you can say, hey, remember that one time I had a business for a year?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly
But that's
how
not
it
what
went
happened.
down. No, that's
So,
not
so
what
you
happened.
said you mentioned 14.
Mhm.
You were
Yeah.
14. So obviously you're 14. You're young. Like, how does this vision start at a 14-year-old? And then
Yeah.
obviously you also didn't go into that direction because it wasn't the right time, like your mom said.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
So I was telling Johnny, I grew up kind of scrappy. Like we did not have finances, but my mom was brilliant at turning something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And so she taught me how to sew when I was little. And I ended up sewing all my own clothes for high school. I learned that summer really, really well. But she had made all my clothes up until then just because we couldn't afford to shop in stores.
Wow.
So I got real scrappy. We learned how to craft. We learned how to create and make home feel really special and sweet, whether you have finances or not.
Sure.
And so I grew up that way. And then my mom and dad took us to Julian, California when it had snowed. We had never seen snow. Born and raised in Yuma.
Of course.
Yeah.
And now I'm like 14, never having seen snow. And so they're like, hey, it's snowing in Julian. It's a day trip. Let's just grab everybody. I have 3 little brothers. All went in the car, went to Julian, and we went into these little shops. And my eyes were like saucers.
wow.
And I'm like, it's at Christmas time. And I'm seeing the trees. Even though now I kind of am a Christmas store for the month of November, I didn't set out to be a Christmas store. I set out to create this feeling of home for people. And not everyone has a happy home to go home to. Not everyone has joy and peace in their home. And I wanted to create this place that feels like that, at least for a moment for someone.
Yeah.
So I could see that it could be done. And that was in my heart from then. I was like, I'm going to do it.
So when you
someday.
visited Julian,
Yeah.
you saw this thing,
Yeah.
and you obviously, Julian does come with smells as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's like you over there.
It smells good.
It smells great. They're cooking pies over there
That's
too.
right.
And like,
That's right.
so you were able to get that, and it did something to you, huh?
It did. It really did. I knew that it was in my heart to do. I had no idea when or how, or even if I had the courage to make it happen, but I knew it was in me. And I never kind of understood why until the timing all really lined up for us to pull the trigger. And then when I started learning how to shop, learning how to source, learning how to build a business, it all started to click and really make sense.
Yeah.
So then what did you do after that? Like what was your career path looking
So
like?
I came to Yuma. I got a degree in elementary education. I was a school teacher for 1 year.
See, that's something you tried too. Where'd you teach?
At Ronald Reagan. Ronald
Okay,
Reagan. I'm
okay.
saying it like I can't talk. Ronald Reagan.
That's fine.
It's all right. We got it.
Ronald Reagan. And I got pregnant that year with our first child. And so it kind of just dictated everything to shift. And so I stayed home with my kids.
But did you go to
raise the
school
kids.
to be a teacher?
Yeah,
That's,
and I actually taught third grade
Gotcha,
one
okay.
year. Yeah, so I did my
Okay.
student teaching with Peggy Alameda.
Okay.
In fourth grade, love her, loved that. And then I actually did really love teaching, but
If you hadn't gotten pregnant, would you have
I would have
stayed
continued.
teaching?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the way that it all happened, I was able to come home and I loved being home.
Yeah.
I loved raising my babies. I
Yeah.
loved being able to create something at home and
Yeah.
make the meals and make home feel special, magical, and create the traditions and all the things that were also just in me from my mom.
Yeah.
So I was able to do that. Then I stepped into kind of a worship leadership position. for 10 years. And I really built that ministry and built things into the church, built community outreach too. That was something that was in my heart to do. So we did city days and serve days and that kind of stuff. And then really this was just growing inside of me during that whole, like maybe the last 5 years at that time. But I was just like, why is this in there? Like, I don't have time for this. I'm so busy. And I remember I started following Chip and Joanna Gaines before they were really a thing. They had just started their show, but they had a tiny little shop in Waco. It wasn't even the big stylist, none of that. And she was offering on social media to do a fall workshop. Ooh. And my husband, I sent it to him. I screenshotted it, sent it to him. I'm like, this is so cool. She's doing a fall workshop. I don't really know what that is, but he said, well, you're going. And I'm like, I'm not going. I can't go. I've got 3 kids. I'm doing all this stuff. And he goes, no, you're going. And he hung up the phone. He got me a ticket. He called them, got me a space. And literally I was on a plane like a week later going to this thing. And it was so crazy for me.
What's your husband's name?
Todd.
You deserve a medal.
Shout out to Todd Mellon.
What a great partner for you. Like
Truly.
Husband, best friend.
Truly.
Saying, you know what? We're going to walk through this fear. That's how me and my husband are. I'm
and
like, no
were you
more.
guys high school sweethearts or something? Because you said you got married like you want 18.
He was a senior when I was a freshman. And he was assigned to me in Corollaires. I don't know if you know what Corollaires are. Yuma High Corollaires. He was assigned to me as a buddy because I wasn't old enough to drive to performances. So they assigned seniors to freshmen. And that's how we got paired up. And the rest is history.
Very cool.
That.
We just really liked each other.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, it definitely sounds. And if people in Yuma that recognize the last name, right? He's in agriculture.
Yeah. So we're farmers, we're growers. And so, we're in the middle of produce season right now, and it's nuts and insane and changing always, just like my business. And navigating changes,
That's why he's so fearless, because he's just like, you know what? If I can grow these things and deal with the bugs and the pesticides and the farming and all, you can do a store.
Yeah, truly. I think I'm such small potatoes with his concerns. I could come to him. I'm like, can you help me figure this out?
Girl,
like,
come on.
Like, you're good. We got this. Like, don't worry about it. So he's been amazing for me. So we just
beautiful.
Hooked it up together, and he's still helping me.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and I want to talk a little bit about a little bit more about the imposter syndrome, it was like when you first open your doors and you're like, oh wow, what am I doing?
Sure. Yes.
And how it's developed into what it is now. And you said people are over there, part of their Christmas tradition. They're going, they're getting their coffee, they're shopping, they're enjoying themselves at your location that was once a vision you were pregnant with. All right.
No, it's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Now you're making it sound weird.
The baby has been born.
The baby's here.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Organist Ji-Sun Lee will be performing as part of the St. Paul's Concert Series at 5 p.m. on Sunday, December 28th at St. Paul's Episcopal Church. Lee has performed concerts in Korea, the United States, Brazil, and Italy, exploring the instrument's range, including classical repertoire and world ethno-music. More at stpaulsyuma.org.
You're tuned to KOFA 94.7 FM. I'm Juan Garcia from the KWC Newsroom. The weather forecast for Yuma today is sunny with the high near 80 and a south-southeast wind around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear this evening with the low around 50. The city of Yuma has a new fire chief. For more details, visit kawc.org/news. Stay tuned for more What's Up Yuma with Johnny and Ronnie on 94.7 FM, KOFA Border Radio.
Christmas in the 1940s was a special time to listen to the radio.
Dashing through the snow.
The 1940s were the golden age of radio with big band music, drama, and comedy.
The Bob Hope Show. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am in Long Beach on Christmas.
Radio also provided a venue for the sacred side of Christmas. I'm Wes Sims. If you'd like to hear more, we invite you to join us for an hour-long special of 40s Radio Christmas.
Thursday morning starting at 11 here on Border Radio, KOFA.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here speaking with Amanda Mellon from Dandy Home and Ranch. And for the record, I just want to go say that when we're off air, she was giving us compliments.
That's right.
So that needs to go on the record.
These guys are amazing.
Thank you.
And I say that teasing, but because it leads to what I was talking about with you off air. Because I kind of just made this up and went with it.
Yep.
I just kept I didn't even know what it was,
Right.
but it told me what it was.
Same.
And it just I pulled on that thread and it's like, okay. And then people come in and they're like, you guys are great. It's like, oh, cool. I don't know. This was just an idea. And so same thing with Dandy, right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, the language that I put to that is that I am building the plane as I'm flying it. And I'm learning as I'm going and I'm fixing things, but we're flying, we're going, we're trying to make adjustments and keep it going. But it's not like I just came in feeling completely equipped to do this.
Right.
No, not
Never.
at all.
Maybe there are people that go into things and just feel like, yeah, I'm ready. This is the time. For me, it was like I needed a start date. I needed a goal.
Yeah.
I needed to pull the trigger and just stop dilly-dallying and just get to it. Let's just get to it and let's just go into action mode.
I don't think anyone feels fully prepared to do. Even doctors, going into
True.
surgery, are probably like, okay, let's hope this goes well. You know,
I hope not,
well,
Ronnie.
but you know what I mean.
No, I know,
Anything
I
can
know.
happen. Complications.
Anything, because even medicine, that's what it's called, practicing medicine.
That's right.
It's
Yeah, they're just really good
They're
guessers.
they're really good practicers.
They're like, I've seen this before.
Yes. I remember my daughter, she went to Texas A&M to school and she was struggling with some stuff and she was calling me and asking for advice. And I was like, babe, I don't know. And she's like, what do you mean you don't know? And I go, I have been faking it this whole time that I know stuff. I don't know anything.
Which is good.
She's like, Mom, I'm shook. You don't know everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that too. So I mentioned off air, I built this basketball hoop thing for my son. He really loves basketball. And he was helping me put it together. And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, what do you mean you don't know? Your dad.
Right.
Your dad. You know these things. I was like, oh, that's how he viewed me. He thought like I really knew. And I'm like, I don't. I'm kind of trying to.
Doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking at these directions and it's like, oh, and then finally it comes together. You persist, you do it. It's like, oh, okay. But you don't know. And so you did that. What was it like when you first opened your doors?
So it was so fun because I was trying to explain to people what I wanted to do and nobody could really fully understand what I was wanting to do. So at the time I was going down into Texas since my daughter was already going to school there. And I had a mentor that actually was part of the original Twigs in Yuma way back when. So Linda Miner knew how to pick and shop the markets that are not like the markets, but the resale wholesale.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. They look like big garage sales. And you're going into the fields and you're covered in mud and rust and it's raining on you and you're bartering with these people who are bringing all their wares. I wanted old stuff mixed with new stuff. So I wanted to go into Texas where I could find old stuff. It's hard to find old stuff in Yuma because we're not that old. So trying to find stuff coming out of old barns and cool pieces that are unique and rusty and old and have character. So I wanted to find these items, but I wanted to pair them with new items and create magic. And I remember my dad being like, you're going to go buy a bunch of junk and bring it back here and sell it? And I was like, yes.
Absolutely, Dad.
But it's going to be beautiful.
Like, how did you know what's inside my head?
Yeah. So our very first trip, we dropped our daughter off at Texas A&M for school and we paired a shopping trip on it. We took our livestock trailer. We hauled it all the way there in the middle of all of the ag busyness. My husband was like, sure, I'll take a week off and help you load a sweaty, hot trailer. Like, sounds fun. And so we loaded up this trailer full of stuff. I learned so much, came home. We put it all in the building and it was just sitting in the middle with nothing yet. And I remember my dad coming and going, okay, you got a plan, right? Like this is, I'm like, no,
looks like junk.
Trust me, the new stuff's coming. We're going to clean it all up. We're going to pair it together. We're going to style the heck out of it. We're going to show people how to use stuff that they never thought they could use it for. We're going to take this old thing and turn it upside down. And now that's a planter. And we're going to put really realistic greens in it. And we're going to do this and that. And so when we finally put it all together, my dad walked in finally, like right before we opened, and he was like, oh,
now I see.
So that's sort of how it started. So,
and then you, it's not your job to like over explain it to him either, right? It's your job to put it together and take that, like you said, turn it upside down, put it together, and then let them come in and say, oh, right. right?
Yeah.
It's like painting. So I paint and it always starts like a disaster.
Sure.
Like you don't know what it's going to be.
Right.
And then
It's a
halfway, I'm
surprise.
still like, man, I really messed this up. And then at the end, I'm like, it's beautiful. And
You
so,
just explained my entire Christmas season at Dandy. Every year.
You
every
regret
year.
it halfway through. And you're
Oh.
like, man, this is not my vision.
Yeah.
This is not what I thought. But then when it becomes was like 10
Yes.
times better than what you thought.
Yes, and when we order Christmas, so like we order. I actually leave on a plane in 2 weeks. I just did a little buy-in trip last week, and I order Christmas like almost like the day we clean it up from the year before. I have to go order it for the next year, and I'm curating and I'm trying to come up with themes and ideas and things that are different that people haven't really seen and ways to make it feel special and elevated. And so, I mean, I'm buying all this stuff in January. I don't receive it until June, July, August. It's coming in pallet after pallet after pallet after pallet. And we don't have that big of a space. I mean, we try to be super creative. We're like kind of like China. We just go up. We just go to the ceiling. We just go up. Hope not for a fire inspection. And so we store it. We are really creative with what we have. And then we pull it all out. And I'm like, what did I do? I overthought.
I went overboard.
This is the year it's never going to work. And we get it all out and we close the shop for a week. I have like 10, 12 girls. We have several dezgners in
So you
our mix.
swap everything. Like
everything. The entire store gets flipped in 4 days. And we set up basically 4,500 square feet of showroom space in Christmas in 4 days. And every year I'm like, it's perfect. It's beautiful. Thank you, God, that worked. Because I had doubts. I always have doubts in the process.
Yeah, and that's doubts is part of it as well, right? You have
normal.
You have those doubts and you wonder, and it's like, oh, it all works out. And before we get too far, I just want to go back to what was it like for the community? Did they immediately respond, or you open your doors?
And I might, because I'm kind of tired. It's like, the week before Christmas in retail and you're just tired.
Yeah, you're like
but
emotionally
I'm also
drained.
emotional. I'm like emotional in a good way. Just from the customers have been so kind to us, especially this week, and just the words that we have with one another. I'm not going to cry. No, I'm not.
It's okay.
So
lots of people
we've
on
had
our show.
plenty of
when
people
we
cry here.
opened up our doors, I'm going to.
It's okay.
I knew it. We had no idea. But there was a line out the building, around the building, down the street towards Sam's Club. I'm like right past the mall. I'm like right past Sam's Club, just east of that light. So we're between Pacific and 3E.
Okay.
And I mean, I had a little social media account. I was doing it all myself. I was just trying to explain to people who we are, what's coming. I don't know if anybody's going to come or not come. And we thought that it was going to take us 6 months to recoup our initial investment. And it ended up taking us 2 months.
Wow.
It was incredible. The community just came out for us. And we did the thing that we know to do, and that's to connect to people, to love people, to make people feel seen, to make people feel like they're a part of something, that they're not just here to buy something, because you can buy something on the internet. You don't need us. We wanted to provide something so different. We wanted it to be a sensory experience, a moment, a connection, which we also, that's another part of our business we added later. We do gatherings, we do classes, we do workshops now. We built a classroom with 30 seats, 3 farm tables that we crafted in our shop that seat 10 people each. And we teach people how to do things. We gather predominantly women around tables for community. All that stuff was important to me and in my heart. So our community has been there for us, and I hope we've been there for them too.
And you said it's been 9 years?
Yeah. So we're going to be 9 years this September, but we just had our 9th Christmas. So I'm buying right now for our 10th Christmas.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So
you just don't stop, huh?
Are you going to
really
do something
don't.
special for like the 10-year anniversary then?
We're going to have to. I'm
Yeah,
already, my
you need
wheels
to,
are
yeah.
turning. My wheels are turning.
Let's get together. Let's do something.
Like
Let's blow it up.
everything $10.
Let's do it. Yeah. Not what she said.
Ronnie, you can be
10%
very
off?
outlandish
10%,
sometimes.
10% off. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Right.
Yes, 10% off.
She said yes.
10%. There
She's
you go.
like, I like that a lot more.
That's a lot better.
That's done.
Oh, wow. So the community came together. It's 9 years now.
Yeah.
You're shopping for your 10th year for Christmas. This year's been a little rough. Government shut down.
Oh, yes.
And even recently found out a lot of the Canadians aren't coming to visit. And normally that's what our economy thrives on, is that the money that comes in during the winter months to take us through the summer.
Right.
But has that been extra stressful for you?
Do you know what? We really have not felt it. We really
Wow.
haven't. But again, our community our Yuma base
The
has
Yuma,
really
there it
been there
is,
for
okay.
us. But we also have a very loyal winter visitor customer base that comes to us. So we're still seeing them, and they're amazing.
Well, it's kind of like what Rebel and Rove said. They said that honestly, the majority of their customers are from Yuma.
100%.
Yeah. Which was like, it's kind of rare to hear that.
It
You know,
is.
you'd feel like most are winter visitors or out of towners.
Mhm.
But no, they said it's usually Humans.
It's true. And like we used to kind of close down for a few weeks in the middle of the summer when we first opened because it was just so slow. But we started getting so many calls. Hey, why aren't you open? I'm here.
Like, knock,
I
knock.
can't go out of town. I was finally like, you know what? We're not doing that to our people.
That's
We
right.
will be open for them. We are not closing down in the summer. We will be there. We might be the only ones there.
All day.
We will be there. It will be cool. The AC will be running. So
And that does mean something to a community.
That's right. It
When you're willing to do that and stay open.
Yeah.
Because like we were talking off air about so if you're trying to do a project that's summer, you don't get the same feel trying to do it on Amazon, trying to put things together. You can't build something. You need to go and touch and feel and then point and like put things together and start to do that.
Yeah.
And it's summertime. A lot of people at Yuma, we would feel like, well, they only care about the winter visitors, right? And that becomes a thing, and you don't want to have that tarnish your reputation. So you stayed open and you were there for them.
And we've been fine. We were totally fine staying open.
Wow.
It's not like we're thriving the best we've ever thrived in the month of July, but we're open, and we've always felt like it was enough to sustain us and to warrant being open. And our store is very tactile. It's not the place that you want to order online from, because we love it when people come and tear up our showroom. I mean, we're like, what? You need a centerpiece for your table? Okay, go grab this. Let's try this. Throw this all down. You don't like that? Give me a minute. And we're like working on stuff. Yeah. And so we love to move stuff around. What would those chairs look like over here? I don't know. Let's try it.
Yeah,
and so
I love
we
that.
mix it up and help people. They'll bring in their own vase, and we'll help them create an arrangement out of it. Or
That's
they'll buy a
neat.
vase from us, and I'll say, bring it back in 3 months when it's time to decorate for Christmas, and I'll help you put a Christmas arrangement in that.
You're so
And
crafty.
I won't charge you for that.
Yeah.
So, things like that have been really fun and special.
So and Ronnie mentioned you're crafty. So
Yes,
this thing this necessity for your mom to give you a good experience turned into this whole movement and community outreach here in Yuma that we call Dandy.
Truly. And looking back, I would not have had it any other way. I would not have wished that I had everything as a child, because it's what created who I am.
So same thing with me. With the struggle created me. Like I grew up in Okietown with thugs and being shot at and stabbed and stuff, and it was horrible. Like growing up, we were dirt poor, but it's like I'm going to prove myself. That put a chip on my shoulder to say I'm going to do this. I'm going to succeed. I was in special education. I had speech therapy. I couldn't talk, and I'm like, all right, you want to tell me that, sucker? All right, let's go. It's on.
Wow.
And so when I look at it and I look at people struggle, it's like, okay, well, that's the caterpillar coming out of the cocoon, becoming the butterfly. That's part of it. You need that.
Yep.
And if you do that, I've learned if you cut it open and try to help the butterfly, the blood doesn't get to the wings and the butterfly can't fly. So it needs that struggle.
True.
It needs
Oh, yeah.
that. So it did that in your life. And then now, because of that, the whole community is now blessed by it.
That's so sweet.
You've touched everybody. I was going to ask real fast. We have to go. But how did you come up with the name?
My grandpa called me a dandy growing up. That was his little name for me.
I love it.
Yeah. And so I love that name. And the name means an excellent thing of its kind. That's a definition of dandy. And so I always put little dandy stickers sometimes on our kiddos that come in. And I'm like, you're an excellent thing of its kind. You're a dandy. I'll stick them on there. But I'm so thankful for the name, because it's also helped inform who we are and what we do. And I kept the home and ranch because we are farmers. That's part of our life's blood now.
Yeah.
And home is just my jam. So, and we do more than that. We do clothing, we do jewelry, we do all kinds of things. We do food a little bit. We do different things, but I think the home is the definitely the heartbeat of who we are.
Awesome.
Awesome. So tell everybody how they can find you, where you're located, and your social media handles, all that good stuff.
Okay. So we're dandyhomeandranch.com.
Okay.
You can find us right on Highway 95, right past the mall heading east. We're right next to Griggs Auto Body. And then we have another auto place like behind us, and they're like, it's awesome. We're right across from the Lemongrass restaurant. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. And we're just We're just hanging out, ready for you to come see us.
And it's still all Christmassy in there.
It's still a lot of gifts now. We've transitioned to gift.
Oh, okay.
So Christmas is still very much there.
Yeah.
But we've now brought in all the gift ideas.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
go watch that
Lots
video,
of gifts.
guys, on her Instagram. I was like,
Oh.
whoa.
So if you need a gift last minute,
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah, we've
like
got
me
you.
with that waits for last
Christmas
minute.
Eve,
You got
I'll be-
it.
are you gonna be open on
Yes,
Christmas
we
Eve?
will. 9 to 1. Yes, we
man.
will. We get a lot
You're
of last
smart.
minuters.
You're smart.
Yeah. So thank you so much,
Yes,
Amanda.
thank
It was
you
great.
for having me.
Get to know
That
you a
was
little
so
bit more
sweet.
and the vision behind it. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that baby got out of you.
She pushed it out.
She pushed
Me
it out. It made it
too.
out.
Phew.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with Solo Rodriguez, who is an inventor. He invented something for the barber community called ZeroCut. We're going to find out what that's all about after a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering listeners a one-on-one, no-obligation consultation to review their current financial affairs and provide strategies for meeting future goals. More at yivwm.com. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC and SEC registered investment advisor.
Hang the mistletoe and spike the eggnog. This week, it's the Retro Cocktail Hour Christmas Show. I'm Daryl Brogdon. Join us where the Christmas music is shaken, not stirred. The Retro Cocktail Hour.
Saturday evening from 7 to 9 on Border Radio KOFA.
For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon. 2 separate recall efforts against the mayor of San Luis and 2 council members are off. Some residents in the South Yuma County City wanted to recall Mayor Nieves Rydell. A recall petition said Rydell is, quote, confrontational, and she acts only in her own self-interest, end quote. Rydell is the owner of Rydell Construction. The company builds homes and commercial properties in San Luis and Yuma County. The recall was called off because organizers said it would have been delayed until the general election in November. Rydell is expected to run for re-election. Late Wednesday, organizers of a campaign to recall council members Lizette Servin and Luis Cabrera said they will not continue their recall efforts. City resident Mark Concha said he wants, quote, to foster a more peaceful coexistence, end quote. For KAWC News, I'm Victor Calderon.
This is folk singer Michael Jonathan inviting you to tune into this week's Wood Songs broadcast as we celebrate all the colors of bluegrass music, one with a Jewish perspective with Nefesh Mountain, plus pioneering Grammy Award-winning bluegrass musician Lori Lewis. All this and an amazing Wood Songs kid on this week's broadcast of the Wood Songs, Old Time Radio.
Tuesday evening at 7 on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
I'm Chris Wheeler, owner of Prison Hill Brewing Company. I support KAWC because I think KAWC brings a service to the community that you don't get on commercial radio. You have news, you have entertainment, you have things like Science Friday. It's a perspective that is not available on a commercial platform, and it's oriented towards the community, for the community, and from within the community. Prison Hill underwrites KAWC and community radio because of what it brings to Yuma. It is the local perspective told by residents and from the view of people in the community. I don't think you get that anywhere else. Supporting KAWC really does bring a service that is not available elsewhere. It's a worthy endeavor, and I think that will just feed back and make Yuma a better place. I'm Chris Wheeler, and I support KAWC.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here now joined by Solo Rodriguez, who is the inventor of ZeroCut. We're going to find out what that's all about. And right now, I just found out that you're actually going to the actual ASU. You're actually on campus. Okay. Because I know here at AWC, they have little offshoots and stuff where you can take classes and stuff. But you're over there. But you're born and raised in Yuma or from Yuma?
Yes, correct. So my whole life, only just recently moved this year, August.
Okay.
Where'd you graduate from?
COFA.
COFA.
What?
Class 2024.
Wow.
What 24?
24, yeah.
Oh, wow. So you just graduated.
Yeah.
You make me feel old.
I took a gap year and then.
Oh, yeah, I did that. And then I never went back.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Everyone kept
Ronnie's
saying
still
that.
in her gap.
My forever gap.
She has a.
No, everyone kept saying that, but no, I actually went back. I actually love school. I enjoyed it.
And we're gonna make a joke. You're majoring in accounting, finance,
yeah.
and you're bad at math.
Correct.
So let's talk about this. Why did you decide to go down that path?
So
because you want to make money? Is that why?
Yes.
You want to count other people's money.
Well,
I always knew.
No, he wants to count his own, I think.
Yep, that's what I wanted.
You're doing all of it, actually.
Yeah. So I was already had envisioned ZeroCut before I even made it a company. I already knew I want to be an inventor. I already knew I want to be business. I was like, okay, why don't you get my money right? So I was like, okay, finance is where I'm going to steer to. And yeah, once I started taking it, once I started doing math, I was like, man, I suck at this. Yeah.
I'm bad.
But then I got the hang of it with actual money, because with my math, it was more of like graphing.
Yes.
Man,
don't tell. Nightmares from high school.
Stop using curse words on this show. This is no
graphics. Yes. Planes.
So I'm getting the hang of it right now. I'm learning a lot more, running this business, getting my numbers right. So I think I'll be ready.
Is Solo your real name?
So it's actually Solomon.
Oh,
right.
But it's always gone by Solo since 5th grade.
Gotcha. So did you did you come up with that, or did somebody call you that?
No, actually, my PE teacher in 5th grade came up with that.
Called you Solo.
He called me. He's like, Solomon's too long. I'm calling you Solo.
Yeah, Solo, right on. But it gives you, it distinguishes you. That's for sure.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, maybe it was for like Han Solo or from Star Wars.
I always use that as a reference, like it's Han Solo, like Solo.
Yeah. So Solo at 5th grade, it's like, I'm not Solomon, but that's your name, Solomon?
Solomon,
which is another strong name. If you know anything about the biblical account of Solomon, very wise and but one of the wisest persons on the planet, I guess, at that point. But okay, you said you've had this vision for quite some time now?
Correct.
For like, were you young? Like, how was it? What was the?
So I was around, I think I just turned 19. And, it was a big issue for me, little hairs in my ear, just all the post-haircut residue, it bothered me. So I looked on Amazon, looked online, like to find something, couldn't find nothing. So I was like, light bulb. I was like, all right, I'm gonna invent something. And
so the light bulb goes off. Like it goes off a lot for me, but I don't do anything with it. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, the other day, I'm like, this would be really cool, but not going to do anything with it.
It goes on and immediately off.
It's like, not going to happen.
It's a light switch.
Yeah, it's like, that would have been real cool for the world, but sorry, world, you're not going to get it, But so with you, it happened. But so let's go back earlier. When you're young, what did you want to do?
I always knew I wanted to do business.
Always something in business.
So were you like always selling stuff at school, like candy?
You were selling candy?
Yep.
See, okay, and then
math test answers.
No, I wasn't that
good. My past. Anyway, so we're school McGraw is right next to a Circle K, and so the young entrepreneurs would go steal candy from the Circle K and then go sell it over there during the recess time. And I'm not suggesting anybody do that, but it's like that's kind of how we grew up. And it's like you go over there and get gum and like candy and stuff like that, and then sell it. But you're selling it at a young age. You just said, okay, I like to make money. This feels good because it gets you freedom, right? So you're young. Correct. And it's like, you don't always have to be, Mom, can you get this? Dad, can you get this for me? It's like, I got this.
Yep.
They're probably wondering, where are you getting your money from?
Yeah, literally. I used to, when I was really young, I used to actually just take stuff that we wouldn't be using around the house and I would sell it.
Yeah.
I was a sales rep.
Anyone need this blender?
Yep, so how old are you when you're doing this? Do you remember the first time?
Oh man, I think I was in 2nd grade.
What?
Wow. What did you take?
Just anything that looked cool in the house.
Like what? Give me one example.
Example would be like, we had some glass art that was like really a kid that's fancy and nice. So I would take it and I would sell
And
it.
your mom wouldn't be like, she's like, where's my art?
Well, she would be,
Eventually,
right?
Yeah. Eventually, she's like, okay, where's everything going? How are you getting money?
Where's everything
Yeah.
going? Where's all my decorations?
She comes home, the house is empty. It's like, he's like making it rain.
Yeah.
Like,
She's like, give me that.
I actually got in trouble one time for taking my mom's little wine. It was, I guess, something for wine.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know any better, and I took it trying to sell it, and the teachers got me in trouble.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
you're bringing something alcohol related to school and
Exactly.
stuff.
But I had no idea. I was
Exactly.
You didn't know what it was. You just
No.
want that money.
Of course.
You're like, wait till I get my money, right? That's Kanye. Anyway, so you're doing it, and you're doing this, and what do you start to spend the money on as a youngster? Do you remember?
Honestly, just stuff I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was never really too, I want this, because I was always kind of, I don't want to ask my parents a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just got money myself to buy what I wanted to get.
So whatever it is, whatever's in fashion at that time,
Legos.
whatever you wanted to play with, you know, you're doing that. And so did you grow up from a family with a lot of money, or?
I did not know. It was kind of a big thing to hear no all the time.
Mhm.
That's the big, huge driver that got me into business. You know, we got everything we needed, but it was very much like, I want my family to live nice. I want to live nice. I know a life I didn't want, so I made sure to act on.
Right.
I've had both. I've had where we had no money, and then I've had where both of my parents worked for an oil company, and we had everything we could ever want. And like that didn't bring any happiness. You know, it really didn't. What matters is being present for your family, I think.
Yes.
But like I agree. I want a good life for my kids more so than I didn't have a horrible childhood, you know, but I see you like you're learning from your past and what you want to give them.
Exactly.
So did you have brothers and sisters?
I do, yes. I have, oh man, I have a lot of brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay.
I keep track. But yeah.
Wow. So really?
Like
I have
10?
Around there.
Oh, I was joking.
Wow. So you grew up in a big family?
So I grew up, it's kind of complicated. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
you don't have to explain all the.
Yeah, so I do have a sister that I grew up with my whole life.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
me and her, 100% blood.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, and then I
but
have
then
other
you have other, but
step-siblings, yeah.
but in the house it was you and your sister.
Yeah, and then occasionally my step siblings too.
Okay.
Grew up with, so
Gotcha. And did they have the same passion, the same vision?
no.
No.
Just
Okay.
me.
And I was just
Just
asking
me.
for context. So you had this. You said you're going to give a better life. So when you're about you're just turned. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19.
Yes.
And you're already a business owner.
And so, like, when did this happen? What age were you when you're like, I'm tired of this hair on me. It's bothering me.
Yeah, exactly.
Which reminds me of my son Micah. He's the same way after getting haircuts. It's like you know, this whole ordeal.
It's itchy.
Yeah, well, it definitely is. And so, when was this? Like a couple years ago, or
This was actually a couple months ago.
a couple months ago?
I took it off the ground in about
Who are you?
4
No,
or 5
okay.
months.
Wow.
Superman.
You know, it's just no one's gonna save you at the end of the day, so you have to act on it. And
Correct.
once I moved out to Phoenix, it was crazy. I just snowballed. It just went crazy, and I started going on podcasts, started going on
Wow.
you know, commercials, and I just
Like up in
advertised it.
Phoenix,
Yep.
you're doing all this and getting your name out there.
Correct. I'm networking like crazy over there.
Good.
So
And that's what it takes too,
Exactly.
is the
Don't
networking,
stop.
the personal relationship
Of
to go
course.
out there and say,
Yes.
hey, you have a problem. I'm here to solve that.
exactly
Right. And
You're
then
helping like every dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of barbershops, and they're all interested. So
Wow.
so, okay. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to find out exactly what it does and how you were able to manufacture it. We're going to do that. Is that all right?
sounds good.
All right. We're going to do that after a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Today's day sponsor is underwriting manager Jim Anderson, wishing Lou Gum fair weather, fresh energy, and an open tennis court in his retirement. Here's to strong serves, beautiful bounces, fresh friendships, and maybe even a doubles partner. This is a true love all start, the moment where everything is ahead of you. Enjoy the next set, Lou. You've earned it.
Join us as we celebrate the winter solstice with traditional songs and dances of the season from Christian cultures in Mexico, France, and England, Jewish families from Eastern Europe, and the Swazi people of Southern Africa. It's the Christmas Revels from PRX.
Thursday morning starting at 8 here on Border Radio, KOFA.
The weather forecast for Yuma today is sunny with the high near 80, mostly clear tonight with a low around 50. Sunny in Prescott with the high near 69 and winds that could gust as high as 18 miles per hour, mostly clear tonight with a low around 40. Increasing clouds in Kingman with the high near 70, gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 47. And in Flagstaff, sunny with the high near 60 and gusts as high as 29 miles per hour. Mostly clear this evening with a low around 33.
The Yuma Art Center will host the annual Yuma Art Symposium, February 19th through the 21st at the Art Center and locations within Yuma's historic North End. The 3-day event will include exhibitions, demonstrations, and presentations. Presenters will share insights into disciplines including metal, clay, photography, and painting. More information is at yumasymposium.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here with Solo Rodriguez, and he just pulled out the ZeroCut. We were off air. He showed us what it is, but my question is, how do you get that developed and manufactured and put together? Because it's in your head, right? You have a problem or something, an irritation. How do you turn that into something that's actually physical, tactile, and tangible?
So I started off with just designing. I mean, the one thing that we're using right now that people use is Q-tips. So I started off with that. I'm like, okay, the Q-tip does this, X, Y, and Z. And then I kind of sketched from there. And then I was like, okay, I need to find the elements for the actual PDMS. So I was like, okay, I researched formulas. I actually learned a lot about silicones and mixtures and ratios. So I learned everything like that. And then I sent it to my manufacturer that I found. And they just helped me out. They modified it to the best they could.
Who's your manufacturer? Can you tell us?
So yeah, he's from Vietnam. So my manufacturers are in Vietnam. I have a manufacturer and 3 engineers that I hired. So they're over there and they basically just handle everything as
How
far as
did
making
you
it.
like start this? Did you have a loan?
No, I actually used all the money I saved up from a prior business I had. I had car detailing business in Yuma.
Oh, okay.
So just saved up money and, I was taking a big risk spending all this money instead of my well-being, like rent and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had
It's
faith.
scary.
It's really scary, but luckily my mom, she was a big supporter, helped me out a lot. So she saw the vision and she knew what I could do. So
did detailing cars help go into it? Because I know there's certain tools to use while detailing cars. You have to get in certain spaces and be able to clean that somebody just typically washing their car doesn't have. So did that play a role into it at all?
No, it didn't.
No?
Actually.
Oh, wow.
No, I didn't think about that until after I was done with.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, no, I did.
Maybe subconsciously it did.
Yeah,
Maybe
subconsciously it was in my head.
Yeah. It was there. So then you reached out to a manufacturer, like a few of them, and you found out who could do it. Like, what's that process like?
Correct. That was the hardest part, finding a manufacturer. I was looking everywhere, here in the U.S., China, everywhere. I searched up all over the place, and then I finally landed on Vietnam. And
why is that?
He would just resonate. I resonate more with him because he was from Vietnam, but he was actually from the Valley.
Oh, really?
He moved to Vietnam. I was like, wow, perfect.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. So I liked him the most out of all of them. And he was very interested in protecting me because China is really known for kind of
like they steal it. Yeah. There's no rules.
Yeah. They take your stuff.
Yeah. They'll take it and then market it. And then you'll be like, that's mine. But they don't have the same copyright. They don't have the same
So he
patents.
makes you feel safe.
Yeah. He's like, you should stick with me because they'll do this. I'm not trying to make them look bad, but I'm trying to help you out. You're young and you want to be successful. I like that. And then for the US, it was kind of expensive, really expensive. So,
to get stuff manufactured here? Oh,
US,
absolutely. Yeah, that's a huge problem. It's very difficult. So there's nothing wrong with having to go out and outsource it and make it happen because that's just the way it is. So you got it. You found somebody. What was it like to hold it in your hand the first time?
Man, I'm going to be completely honest. I kind of shed a tear.
Did you? I was literally going to ask, did you cry? I probably
did.
cried.
Yeah, I was like, because it was months of hard work of, I removed the social life, the partying, all that, because ASU is really known for partying.
Oh, yes. My sister went there.
Yeah, it's like known for a party. It's like it makes lists and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just stayed in my dorm room and I just got to work. And it was like, wow, after
That's what
all
you have to do,
studying,
though. You're dedicated. You got to shut out the noise.
Exactly.
So you have it in your hand. You're crying. Is it what you thought?
Yes, it was even better than I imagined. Obviously as a first prototype, it's not going to be perfect and good, but the way they executed it was really well for my liking.
Because you said what we just saw here, there's something else coming.
Correct. More modified version. So that has a cap on it. So more secured cap, a better silicone tip, everything cleaner, better packaging.
Gotcha.
So it's ready for the market.
So you blew my mind. You said you have 10 sales reps.
Correct.
Already.
So
how does this happen?
Yes. So I'm sorry. When I meant 10 employees.
Well,
so I have four.
Still, even more than one is good.
6 sales reps. Yes.
Wow.
So I hired them. I advertised hiring sales reps, got them application interview, and hired them.
So how many units have you sold so far? Do you know, or
So
promised, right? Because they're not here yet, but.
So right now I'm just solely training my sales reps, getting them ready.
Oh, okay.
I plan on sending them out in the field Monday.
Oh,
Monday.
geez.
I have sales reps, California, Washington, Georgia,
Okay.
AZ. So I'm just getting them ready, and then they're gonna spread out like fleas, and they're just gonna rack up a bunch of pre-sale orders for me.
Oh, wow.
So then you sound very confident, which is great. That's the way to be. But that confidence has to come with knowing your market and being able to say, okay, is this really solving a problem? So you're that confident because you visited these barbershops and they say, we would love that? Or what was that like?
Yes. So I've talked to a lot of barbershops here and in the Valley, as well as my sales reps. They've talked to them. They haven't actually closed the orders, but they build reports and warm leads. And they've secured a lot of warm leads and building reports on people. And all of them were like, wow, this is actually something that I never thought could be made.
See, the one thing, because in the barber world is it continues to elevate, right? It's like everybody wants the cleanest cut. It's a whole experience.
Correct.
It's women go out, they get facials, they do this different things, pedicures. Guys, it's when they go get a haircut. That's their time to do this. And different barbershops are competing with each other. Who could take it to the next level, right? Who could take it to the next level and provide a better experience? I know a guy here in Yuma that's doing that, and he's building that. He has a vision, and this is what he wants to provide. He's starting right now in a little tiny shop, but this is where he wants to take it. And I'm a marketing guy. That's what I do for a living. It's like, okay, I could see how that would work, because it's like this barbershop, we have this, we have the ZeroCut. You want to leave, you want to be fresh, get ready for that interview. Maybe you're getting a last minute haircut, but you got to interview right after, and you don't want to have that in your ears, like embarrassing yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like, so it's like, okay, then you market that to the barbershop, and then the barbershop gets to market that to the world. Like you're the cleanest cut, right? They get the cleanest cut because you're going to leave and you're not going to have that on you.
Exactly.
Well, make sure you don't shut women out too, though, because I know a lot of women that have super short hair.
Of course.
Well, he's like, he's a businessman. He's not going to do that.
Don't cut off half the world there.
One thing we're actually marketing to is salons to push out to their husbands and kids.
There you go.
So we're doing all of it.
Great idea.
Yep.
So you interacting with the barbershops, what's that's been like though? Have you got anybody like, no, and
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes and no.
Be honest.
They question a lot of it because it is brand new, but they were against it at first.
Oh, wow.
A couple of them, they were like, oh no, this, that. And then the more I explained about it, like, look, this is what happens, the pros and cons of it. I was mostly talking about the pros, and they were like, I hooked them. I sold them, and then they became my warm leads.
Well, yeah. It's same thing with Apple phones. Like, it's like, no, you don't know you need it until Apple told you needed it.
Exactly.
It's like, why do we need that? We got our Blackberries. Like, we're good. It's like, yeah, but did you see? Yeah, and then everybody's addicted to it. Everybody needs one. It's like, it's not until it's out there and it's like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Right. And so you're having to do that, going face to face with your product, telling them, and then face that rejection a little bit.
Yep.
What was that like?
Obviously, no one wants to be rejected.
Yeah.
But that's
Nobody
going to
likes
happen.
that. Yeah, but it was definitely a good learning experience for me. Being rejected definitely taught me how to be better to buy more
Mark
people.
Cuban's a billionaire. He's like rejected like hundreds of times before he gets a yes. Like, just keep going.
Exactly.
Who cares? Tell me no. Okay, well, I'll go to the next store.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that, well, I like that. What Ronnie just said, because
bother me.
then that next place that does do it again, because advertised, they're the cleanest cut. Afterwards, like, that's it. It's like, you can't get this other places. And I use that for motivation. It's like, okay, you just rejected me. All right, well, okay. The one that does, it signs up with me. Hey, I'm going to make them shine even more, and I'm going to keep you in my mind. Like, see what happens,
Yeah,
and but that's the way it works.
Yep, it does. So I'm ready. I'm hungry and young, and I'm ready to.
Yeah, you're very young.
push them out.
You got time.
Yes.
So when do you think that you're going to get the actual ones to be able to go take to market?
And about, my manufacturer said between 15 and 30 days.
15 to 30 days. So how many units did you order?
1,000.
1,000. You're going to start with 1,000?
1,000, yes.
And then you're going to get those out. And you said you have salespeople in different cities, in different states,
Correct.
all around. And but are you the only one in the Phoenix area, or?
I have one other person with me.
Gotcha.
So, but it's just me and him.
So you're getting 1,000 units shipped to your dorm room? I love people.
No, yeah, that's the way to
Where
do it.
are you going to put it? Exactly. It's going to go under your bed. Like
in my room.
Yeah, you got to the little storage closet or whatever that was a bathroom at one time, and it's like,
so
that's
sorry, roomie, you're out. I gotta make room.
This is where this is where it goes now. So, but you're gonna pound the pavement.
You
here
have
pretty
to.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a month, and you're about to pound the pavement and let everybody know why they need this.
Exactly.
And then you're going to come back in 2 months and say you sold out immediately.
There
Say
you go.
it. Speak it into existence.
I am.
You
We're
have to
sold out.
visualize it and say, this is going to work.
I believe so. I have the most confidence in this.
Yeah, and you have like a calm confidence. You're humble. You're very humble. And that's why I think this is going to work for you. You don't have a big ego. So
Thank you.
you just want to help people get hair out of their ears.
Yes, yes.
So is that what it's mostly for? So ear, around the ear, back of the ear, like that's how it works?
Yes, for that. But I heard when I was actually talking to more people about it, they were kind of like, hey, well, I trim my nose hairs. I could use that to pick it up too, right?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, yeah, it's a good point too. You could use that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I just haven't advertised it as that yet.
Gotcha. Yeah. Get this part, get it out first, and
It's
then
for all the holes.
Yeah, definitely let people know. So, keep us up to date.
Yes,
let us know what it's like. And you said you made this trip down from Phoenix for us?
I did.
I feel special.
Yeah, we do. We feel honored.
Thank you.
Yes, because I was supposed to leave later because for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come sooner for you guys. And
Okay, we'll
All
go back to
right.
Phoenix and tell everybody to listen to us.
Yeah,
course.
there you
I
go.
will.
Yeah,
I will.
yeah. This is the show.
Well, good luck.
And good luck. I hope all those units they sell out, and
Yes.
you have to order more. And I want to watch your success.
Me too.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having
All
me.
right. Thank you so much. And with that, we go to the legal. All right. What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, along with Anthony Ornelas, Juan Garcia, and Dave Reek.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And we are taking our break, and we're going to play some old shows. So make sure you stick around for that for the next 2 weeks, and we'll be back in the new year.
We'll be back January 5th. And you can listen to the podcast version of our program and check out past episodes, because you're going to miss us at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you again for making the trip. You're leaving today, or?
No, I'll be here till January.
Oh, you
4th.
came early for us.
okay.
That's what it was. Oh, okay,
Aw,
yeah.
even
gotcha.
better.
Cool. Enjoy your time here with the family, man.
I will.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.
Broadcasting from Yuma campus of Arizona Western College for more than 55 years, this is Border Radio, 94.7 FM, KOFA Yuma. We also broadcast at 1320 AM in Yuma, at kawc.org, and on the KOFA app.
From KAWC, this is Siendo Primero.
Being First is a program created by students for students.
My name is Ajay Bárcenas.
And my name is Evelyn Garcia. Here we will share stories, information, and voices that connect with students' life.
Cada sábado les traeremos un nuevo tema directamente a tus oídos.
This show is available as a podcast or online. Just search KAW.
I'm Debbie Russ with the BBC News. Hello.